Я фиг его знает. Что за ерунда с трансляциями? Но будем надеяться, что все будет нормально.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio.
Постараемся сейчас не облажаться, как в прошлый раз.
That's it!
Watch this.
О, близко.
That is how it's done.
Попробую подгадить ей. Главное, не себе не подгадить.
Well done. Be sharp.
Не проканала. Блин, ну это ничья опять сейчас будет. Блин.
Accio.
Perfect score.
Найс.
Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Так.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Ну,
There we go.
уже проще.
Accio.
Very good.
Here we go. Phew.
Стой, стой.
Nicely done. Watch this. Yes!
Как бы так сделать-то?
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Accio.
Two perfect rounds. You're a natural.
О, вывез.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Главное, чтобы сейчас не оборвался стрим. В прошлый раз здесь он и оборвался.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Вроде нормально. Секунду.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Сейчас даст нам
Of course.
задание на дом.
Can use Accio
A
on
word,
humans,
if you would.
if you're so.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Ну, нормально. Теперь хоть знаю
Revelio.
что-то помимо Люмуса. Где-то подюнем в кабинете.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Да.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Типа просто пообщались. А что там? Красидай, красидай. Пешком пойду. Так, ну, пойдем пробежимся. А как это поменять? Можно я поставлю его на А, вот, господи. Ладно. Слишком далеко тащить.
Revelio.
Опять непонятно где там.
Revelio.
Stupefy!
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Жесткая бабулька.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Так.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Так.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent.
Levioso.
Good. Well done.
Что-то заклинания
Very
меняются
good.
сами, как хотят.
But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. Protego. Stupid Protego. Levioso.
Class, I hope you were paying attention. That is how you cast Levioso.
Все, поломали
Not
пацана.
bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Сразу бы могла подготовить для
All
нас
right. That's enough spectacle.
Revelio.
Class is
дополнительные
dismissed.
задания. Да что такое?
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Не-не, первая. Где бы я раньше
In
дуэлился?
fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Прикольно.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Бойцовский клуб.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Искать Люкана.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed. Your
Так
field.
спокойно говорят об этой арене. А как же первое правило бойцовского клуба? Так. Побегать, что ли, поискать какую-нибудь интересную вещицу. Так. Здесь я был, но спусть... Что это за штука? Где Левиоса выучить надо? Ой, Левиоса, господи. Ой, как он замки-то открывает. Забыл. Так, что там по квестам? Ай.
We're quite fortunate that we're so close.
Accio.
Вот, я так и думал, что для этого.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Revelio.
А, еще одна, я же собрал.
Accio.
О, еще одна. О, бог ты мой, так. 11 и 2, 13. 13 на 21. Да что у нас получается? Это 8. 8 это паук у нас, если не ошибаюсь. Так, а здесь 9 и... Что у нас 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 9 и 5. Это 14. И еще 3. Гидра.
Try writing a hippogriff.
Надеюсь, я не ошибся. И правильно посчитал.
Our neighbor at home knows someone who believes
Все верно. Так.
Nothing better than a few pints of butterbeer and a pile of mince pies.
Что-то я там насобирал. Четыре к защите. Один к защите плюс. Что-то как это работает, изменить внешний вид. А. Забавно. А можно убрать вообще? Чтобы не видно было. А, это выполнено, можно забрать. И еще 3 побочки. 3 сюжетки. Так.
Oh
С
dear.
Крисидой
I shall get in
пообщаться.
trouble.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
Прикольно.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Ну давай сходим. Почему нет?
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Так, соберите летающие библиотеки книги Крисиды.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Угу. Да ё-моё.
Revelio.
Зараза, я ж только что видел ее.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
А, это есть её дневник. Ну пошли отнесем. Посмотрим, что нам даст.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you
Да,
are.
забирай.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Что? Что это было? Что-то для палочки. А, все, я понял.
Revelio.
Ну, побежали. Все, теперь здесь больше тоже не пикает. Пройдемся дальше. Что это было? Текстуру затроили.
Revelio.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said
У
I
Пивса
could
даже
send
любимое
you
место
fancy
есть.
a mole. As long as we're only one
Revelio.
time a week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not
О, вот, нашел. Дезмонд долговязый.
Revelio. Accio.
Вот что-то другое надо.
Revelio.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Accio.